What's going on, guys? Welcome back to What Cheers. I'm Nick, and tonight we're going to take a look at the brand new release from Treehouse Brewing Company. This one is their Curiosity number 7. Most of you probably know by now I'm a huge Treehouse fan, not just because they're a local brewery, but because they're putting out some of the best beers on the planet right now, and I mean, that's just the facts. They are basically responsible for brewing and putting out the best IPA in the country, if not the world right now, according to BeerAdvocate, which is the Julius IPA. You guys can imagine how many people are brewing IPAs today, and to basically have the respect and the ratings that the Julius does, where it's at the very, very top, that's a huge statement. As you guys know, Heady Topper is the #1 double IPA. So to have Julius be the #1 IPA is pretty insane. And it just so happens, guys, that this Curiosity number 7 is another IPA from Treehouse. Single American IPA. And the Curiosity series is basically just a kind of a one-time thing each batch. And it's different hops, different malts, different whatever Nate feels like doing. And so he doesn't have to have a recipe that he can repeat. It's just whatever he feels like doing at the time, and then that's it. So this is a one-time thing, from what I understand. They have not rebrewed any of the other Curiosities thus far. And this particular one is a epic combination of hops. Probably the 3 most popular hops today. First of all, you have Citra. You have Nelson Sauvin and Galaxy. Obviously, so you have basically the most popular hop from America right now, which is Citra. You have Nelson Sauvin from New Zealand, and you have the Galaxy, which is from Australia. All impart their different kind of tones, different kind of aromas and flavors to the beer, but mainly a tropical citrus theme. And the Nelson is very, very well known for giving that Sauvignon Blanc kind of white wine characteristic to a beer, which is I just absolutely love. I know my dad does as well. We're crazy about Nelson. So let's get this one into a glass, guys, and see what it's all about. Just came out. This was filled 2 days ago. I got this filled. It's already gone from the brewery. If you guys are seeing this and you were lucky enough to get it, then you can comment on this. If you guys weren't lucky enough to get this, it's still a great advertisement for what Treehouse is doing. They are not paying me to do this. This is just me just sharing my passion and love for a great local brewery. So as I said, it was filled 2 days ago, and it is 7%. By comparison, if it matters, Julius is 6.8%, so pretty much right in that wheelhouse. And that's it, guys. Let's get this into a glass, and I'll let you know about the Curiosity number 7. All right, so there's the Curiosity 7 poured out, and what a absolutely gorgeous looking IPA. I mean, seriously, look at this thing. It's perfect. It was about a 2-finger of a very, very creamy off-white head, kind of medium-sized bubbles sticking to the side of the glass there. I already see some lacing, but I've poured it pretty full. But definitely kind of a just pillowy, creamy looking, basically a white head, a little bit off-white. And it is absolutely this hazy, golden, leaning towards a honey color. Just beautiful looking IPA, guys. But yeah, completely hazy. You're not going to see anything through this. And let's just go ahead and dive right into the aroma, guys. I can already smell it, and it's awesome. So let's get an aroma on the C7. Yeah, I mean, just huge. Oh man, so nice. One of the things that you'll hear me talk about again and again with Treehouse in their hoppy beers is the tropical fruit, citrus, juiciness. That's like the best word. I always describe them. I know I haven't posted many reviews, but I have shot a lot that I will post, and you'll hear me say it time and time again, juicy. I don't know how Nate is able to do it, but it is incredible, the amount of fruit juice, aroma, and flavor. And this just follows the lead of all the others I've done. Just absolutely juicy. Oh man, it's just It's like overripe pineapple, mangoes, peaches, orange juice kind of thing. Very, very, very distinct Nelson Sauvin in this. I mean, it jumps out of the glass right away. It's definitely got that white wine, like a white grape kind of character to it. It gets a little astringent in a good way. It just kind of comes off as that like dry white wine kind of tartness, if you want to say, or funkiness, but it's really, really nice. And then immediately after that is just the citrus tropical fruit blast. It's just amazing. After that, definitely picking up a lot of the hops. Definitely some like hop resin, a little bit of resinous character, little piney. Not much though. Not smelling much malt in this at all either. I mean, this is just a tropical fruit kind of white wine. Sauvignon Blanc kind of thing going on, which is exactly what Nelson's going for. I've had a couple Nelson beers, the Double Nelson from Alpine and Coriolis from New England Brewing Company. Neither one of those even had as much Nelson character as this has in the aroma. Oh, it just smells delicious. It smells kind of like a Nelson version of Julius, if that makes sense. All right, guys, get a taste. Cheers. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so fucking good. That is amazing. Holy crap. Wow. Never ceases to amaze me how Nate and Brendan are able to brew these beers. It is absolutely mind-blowing. Like, I wish you guys could taste this at the same time I am. This is just crazy. Wow, I just need another sip. Man, right up front, first thing you get is this amazing like tropical fruit sweetness. Just kind of like if you like juiced a bunch of overripe pineapple, mangoes, and peaches. That's what it's like. Immediately followed up by like the citrus kind of peel, grapefruit, orange peel, just a big hop explosion. Kind of those resinous, citrusy, really kind of almost bordering on dank quality to it as far as the hops. In the finish, this is what's amazing about these beers. There's literally little to no bitterness, just hop flavor. I've always been incredibly amazed by that. Just an amazing hop, oily kind of hop feel after you swallow, kind of dry too. And then you're just getting that hop character, but not bitterness. It's just extremely well made. This is absolutely amazing, and it does remind me of Julius a bit. And like I said, in the aroma, it does follow the aroma perfectly in the taste. It really just tastes to me like a Nelson Sauvin variant of Julius, if that makes any sense. Even though Julius is just American hops, but no, it's just absolutely delicious, guys. This thing has a amazing mouthfeel as well. It's a medium mouthfeel. It's actually quite creamy, and it's got body to it. For a 7% IPA, it's got a big body for it going on. And carbonations, I'd say low to medium, probably on the lower side, but it works. It's just such a drinkable beer. I mean, it's bordering that line of it's like so juicy. Sometimes you forget that you're drinking a beer. I mean, the malts are very, very light. It's just very, very juicy and hoppy, but nothing over the top. All the flavors work together. I've never had a beer with so much Nelson packed into it. I would guess that the order of hops they use would probably, more obviously Nelson the most. I would say probably Galaxy and Citra about the same though. Maybe a little bit more Citra, but I can't really tell. I just think that the combination of the three is an absolute, I mean, it's an epic beer. All right, guys, so I'm going to sit here with this and let this warm up just a little bit more. It already was out of the fridge for 20 minutes or so, but I'm going to let it get to almost room temp, and then I'm going to come back with my final thoughts. But so far, this is absolutely one of the most delicious treehouse beers I've had, which is what I say about all of them, but hey, it is what it is. It's true. All right, guys, so I've been sipping on this for a little bit now, and it is just magnificent. This beer is pretty much perfect. I really can't say I've ever had a treehouse hoppy beer that I didn't think was pretty much perfect. They're all that good. If you're not aware of them, definitely look them up on Beer Advocate. You'll see what I'm talking about. But for a one-time brew, what a great choice of hops to use. Pretty much, the most popular hops that are being used today, very sought after. And this is the first actual single IPA that Treehouse did in the Curiosity series. I didn't realize the other 6 were 3 double IPAs and 3 pale ales. So this is the first American IPA from the Curiosity series. And I really just find it to be very similar to Julius, which is certainly not a bad thing, considering that's basically like the best IPA out right now. It just comes across as like a Nelson Sauvin kind of variant. And I definitely am getting more Galaxy now as it warms up, which is more like the citrus peel, kind of a little bit on the more bitter side, but in a really good way, because you have these big sweet tropical fruit notes already coming from the Citra. And the Nelson Sauvin is just giving that white wine grape kind of unique aspect to it. And it just all works really well together, guys. Can't say enough about it. I could talk forever. Actually, off camera, I was just sitting here smelling it and going, oh, it's so good, so good. It's one of those beers you could just smell all night long. Definitely getting a lot of peach, maybe some nectarine, and you could go on and on with the different fruits. It's just this tropical citrus and grape, white grape kind of thing, and it just works. Pretty high level of sweetness on this one, which I absolutely love. The sweetness works though, because it's really like sweet and juicy up front, and then as you progresses on your palate and you finish, then the dryness and the hop flavor really showcases itself after you swallow, and it just gives you this really nice dry finish. It's not bitter though, which is just, I don't know how they do that. It's just this hop flavor, this drying on your tongue. It's actually slightly sticky too, but really clean and just perfect. So guys, there's not much else to say. It's another genius brew from Treehouse. You definitely need to trade for these guys. You definitely need to go to the brewery if you're in the vicinity of where you can drive to it. These kind of beers though, like this lasted 2 days, I think, and then it was gone. So it's one of those things where you need to either trade for it right away or go to the brewery and get it. But Julius is a beer that is going to be put out in cans, hopefully by December, I think it is, when they open up the new brewery, their final brewery, which we're hoping. Julius will be in cans, so hopefully that'll get out more to people. But beers like this are special, and very lucky to get to try them. So hopefully that gives you a little more insight into another Treehouse beer and what they can do. It is absolutely ridiculous, and drinkability is through the roof. 7%. You're obviously not smelling or tasting the alcohol. It just drinks like nothing. It just drinks like tropical fruit juice with some hops thrown in it. Just so good. On Beer Advocate, guys, it has a 92. There really aren't any ratings on it. I think that's way too low. I would definitely put this up there in the high 90s. Maybe not quite 100, because I think Julius is 100. Maybe a couple other, but I think this is absolutely, A plus, 97, 98, even 99. Doesn't really matter that much. Just it's an A plus beer. It doesn't really get much better. And there's a certain taste about Treehouse beers that you'll get to know once you try one. They have a certain flavor profile, a certain thing to them, and the clean water, taste, as I always talk about in Lawson's and Hill Farmstead, is totally here in this. They use their own water up at Treehouse, and it is the cleanest, most delicious water. It makes a huge difference in a beer. So All right, guys, I'm yapping, going on and on. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of this epic beer, and I hope you guys get to try some Treehouse soon. So, thanks for watching, and remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page, and I will see you in the next beer review. Cheers, guys.